Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I want to film this really quick. I'm on a 15-minute break from work right now. But I tried to film, I was going to film this last night, and then I had a serious issue with my car. So all of these items that you can't really see that well, 2 Santrue 1-pack blisters, 2 Curlia 1-pack blisters of Ultra Prism, and then a Delmise from, what was this, Burning Shadows, and, Crimson Invasion, and then this 3-pack blister of Crimson Invasion, and of course this Breakpoint, which you couldn't see like at all. I found all of this stuff at a Walmart in Grand Forks, North Dakota, because I went there yesterday to go visit my boyfriend. It's about an hour away from where I live. So I've never been there before I've never been to that Walmart, I should say. I've been to Grand Forks 2 other times. But the problem was on my way back home, it was about 9:40 at night. It was below zero, and I was in the middle of North Dakota, in the middle of nowhere, literally nowhere. My front driver's side tire blew out on my car, and so it was pretty terrifying. I pulled over, and as I was pulling, because I started hearing this really loud noise, and as I was pulling over, it busted, and it was super scary. So I ended up, I don't know how to change a tire, and I know that sounds really bad, and you guys are going to be like, oh my god, you idiot, learn how to change a tire. I'm going to be opening these today. I'm just going to do it while I tell this story. It's like a story time. So I don't know how to change a tire. Ever since I've had my license, I've had AAA. I've been very fortunate to have AAA, roadside assistance. So if anything happens, I just call them. The only thing that's ever had to happen is I've had to get towed a few times, out of snowbanks and stuff. But besides that, I've never experienced a tire being blown out. I've never had to change a tire. Nothing like that. So I don't know how to change a tire. And here is the Palkia coin. It's very cool. Kind of hard to see, but yeah. So anyway, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have no gloves. Oh, and I picked this because it has a swirl at the bottom. No gloves. It's pitch black. I don't have a flashlight. My phone doesn't have any form of sustainable flash. Some phones you can press a button and it's like a giant flashlight. My phone doesn't have that. So it's pitch black. I mean, guys, I'm in the middle of farm country. There's no street lights. There's no lights except for the lights on my car, my headlights, and then the lights as passing cars are going by. And nobody stops out there. You're on your own. So I got out of the car, I pulled over, put on my 4-way flashers because I was hearing these loud noises, and then all of a sudden, Cynthia! All of a sudden my tire started, as I was pulling over onto the side because I was hearing all these weird noises, my tire blew and smoke started coming out of it, Glamia reverse, and a Salazzle. And because at first, when I started hearing the noises, I thought that it was my engine. And I was like, oh my god, my car's gonna blow up or something, you know? Mind you, the speed limit is 75 out there, so I was going about 80 miles per hour. So I was slowing down to pull over to the side of the road, and it blew. Got out of the car. I have Instagram on my phone, and with Instagram, it does this flash thing. If you guys use Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. So I posted to my story so that I could see what had happened to the tire because it was so dark I couldn't see anything. So the only way that I could see what happened was by taking a video with the flash on. Thank God for Instagram. So I saw that it was the tire. The tire was blown out. And I think one of these that I bought had a swirl, but I don't think it was this one. I think this one's for my collection. So I called my mom. My mom and my stepdad are in Florida. They had just gotten there yesterday, and so I call and I'm freaking out and I'm like, oh my god, mom, my tire blew. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I can't see shit. Like, I don't know how to change this tire. It was like -9 degrees without the wind chill. And I was like, I don't have gloves. Like, what am I supposed to do? Should I? And so she put my stepdad on the phone, and I was like, should I call 911? And he's like, oh my god, no, Aubrey, don't call 911. And I was like, but this is an emergency. Like, I'm stuck out here. And not to mention, the car that I was driving, it gets really good gas mileage, but it's a total piece of garbage. So, Pachirisu reverse and a licky licky. So there, like, almost everything that is on the car doesn't work. So the gas gauge doesn't work. So how I figure out gas, how much gas I have, is based on the amount of miles. But the thing is, when you're idling, when you've got the car running and you're not moving anywhere because you've got a flat tire, you don't know how much gas you're using. So I was kind of freaking out about that. Here is a code card for you guys. And so I told him, I said, you know, I'm worried, and this one's got a little swirl at the bottom. I said, I'm worried because depending on how long it takes somebody to get out here to help me, I might run out of, oh shit. I totally and completely knocked over the camera. I was like, based on the amount of time it takes somebody to come get me, because I was 40 minutes away from any town. I might run out of gas. And he's like, don't worry, like, we're calling AAA. They're gonna come get you. They're gonna fix your tire. They're gonna give you some gas so that you can get home. So, all fine and good, right? Well, it takes AAA an hour to get there. It was actually like an hour and 15 minutes. Mind you, the tire blew around 9:40. So the AAA guy, he didn't get there until like 11:15. And the whole time I just sat and waited in my car, because I was on a very dangerous, fast-paced highway, or interstate, I should say. I was on I-29. Ooh, looky, we got a Dawn Wings Necrozma. That's very cool. So yeah, I sat in the car. I called my boyfriend to let him know what had happened. I called his mom because she was babysitting my dogs for me while I went to go visit him. So I was just calling to let her know that I was going to be late, obviously. And so she talked to me for a little bit because it's pitch black out there, you guys. It's freezing, and I was pretty shaken up about the whole tire incident. That was the first time that anything like that had ever happened to me. Like, I hadn't even been in somebody's car where the tire had blown, so I didn't know what to expect. My boyfriend was telling me that it was a good thing that once I started hearing weird noises that I pulled over, because if I had been going 80 when the tire blew, it could have been a totally different situation. Here's the one with the partial swirl at the top. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to sleeve this one. We'll just leave it like that for now. There's the code. Anyway, I've got like 2 minutes left before I have to go back to break. But so yeah, that happened. Tow truck finally came, put the donut on my car, and then I drove 40 miles home going, oh shoot, well, I'm keeping that code card since we just saw it. I drove, I had to drive 50 miles per hour in a 75. People go 80 all the way home. So I didn't get home until like 12:30 at night. And then I had to start my other car and go pick up my dogs. So I didn't get home until 1 a.m. Yes, a little after 1 a.m. Torterra Reverse Hollow Rare. And a Cresselia Hollow. I don't have this one yet. That's very cool. It was a long night. It was a long day because I had gotten up at 10 a.m. to run around and do errands for my boyfriend so that I could go out and see him. And yeah, it was a fun time. But I'm safe. I'm alive. I made it home. I got to get a new tire for the car. I'll insert some pictures right now of what the tire looks like. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.